Maple sugar season, a time for learning, celebrating local culture, and enjoying the fruits of our community. Sienna Wildfield is the founder of HilltownFamilies.org. She joins us this morning to share more about the season in New England. Welcome, Sienna.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. This season is more than just about the maple sugar, maple syrup. It's about the community and the learning you can get from this season.
That's right. The maple sugar season is actually a catalyst that can bring people out of their homes and into their community as a way of participating and engaging and learning about what we have here in New England.
Yeah, and it gets us excited too. We just love this, that we live in this community that has so much to offer.
Yeah.
Now, there are 3 different resources that people can utilize to learn more and to get out into their community. The first is Living History Museums.
Right. So Living History Museums are wonderful community-based resources that we have where we can go out and engage in learning about New England culture. Many of the Living History Museums have dressed interpreters that are highlighting what maybe it would have been like back in colonial days when it was harvest time of the maple syrup.
So it's fun for the family.
Yeah.
You learn something, and it really gets you out of your house too, and out into the community. Next is educational farms.
Yes, so there's lots of educational farms that we have in our region. One of my favorite is Redgate Farm, and this one is in Buckland, and you can go there at any time, and whatever the farm might be participating in at that moment, you can partake in as well. So they might be, going out and finding the trees and identifying them and staking them, or gathering the sap, or boiling it down, and they're great ways of integrated learning that's available by participating in this, and you can go at any point in time that they're open.
That's great, and people can learn more about that. Go online, go to your website, learn more about these educational farms. Next is Sugar Shacks.
Sugar Shacks, that's my favorite time. So there's a lot of Sugar Shacks that are opening up this weekend. Some opened up last weekend, and many of them are open only during a 6-week period of time. And they're great places to go and tour and learn about the modern ways that we are gathering our maple syrup. Yeah,
and so really the best part about it too is getting to try the maple syrup after.
Sure,
like local syrup.
Yeah, and go curious. Come with questions and ask the farmers different questions like how much maple syrup does 1 gallon make? Or what time of year, or why does the weather affect it? Come curious when you go on tours like that, because they're great ways of learning.
Ask questions, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, now there's 2 types of community events that you want to talk about. The first is community celebrations.
Yeah, community celebrations. So food is always a wonderful way to engage in your communities, and communities love to celebrate around food. So there's a variety of different festivals that might be happening, or smaller celebrations that might be happening, that is based on what the town might have done and with maple syrup over the years. Like Chester has a 30-year annual celebration that they're going to be having in March, and it's got a lot of town history that's involved in that.
Amazing, and it's so much more than just maple sugar. And
right.
also pancake breakfasts.
Yeah, so community meals are wonderful intergenerational ways to get onto your community, and it's much more than just filling the belly. It's a way of actually building social fabric of our community and developing a better sense of place, and with our children, going out and sitting next to someone who's of a different demographic than you and learning more about their lives and sharing your own.
That's right, Sienna, and your website, HilltownFamilies.org, is a great resource for us to go and learn about more events that are taking place in our community. Thanks so much.
Oh, my
Maple
pleasure.
sugar season, so exciting.
Sure.